What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for yet another Wonderkid showcase. Obviously, we've all heard the news that Lionel Messi has left Barcelona and has now signed at PSG, leaving a little bit of a void. Now, I'm not saying that this player will fill that void immediately in real world football. However, give him a couple seasons, I definitely think there are some similarities between them. Shorter in stature, very good on the left foot, very good on the ball. We have another Wonderkid, and he comes out of Barcelona's youth academy. Let's get into it. So guys, the player that we are talking about is Ilias Akhomach. Now, this guy, right, can be fantastic. He starts in the game at just 16 years of age, valued at 250k, wages £775 a week. He's quite cheap, right? And I know what you're saying, Steve, he plays for Barcelona. We're never going to be able to get him. Now, I understand what you're saying. However, in multiple saves of mine, Akhomach has been released for free just because he doesn't get game time at Barca. And that is something to keep an eye on. With this guy, I'm not saying go out and buy him first season. I'm saying add him to your shortlist and wait for him to become unhappy at Barca. And then you can swoop in and give him that play time. If you've watched my rebuild of Barcelona, I'll leave a link to it now. This guy was fantastic. He was top goal scorer for me in season number 4, I think it was. Scored almost 30 goals in the season. Akhomach can be a exceptional player. I'm going to talk through him a little bit now. We're going to look at him 5 years and 10 years down the line so that you guys can see how good a player this can be. But the reason I wanted to draw the similarities to Messi are multiple reasons, to be perfectly honest. He plays in the same position, or at least where Messi started out, on that attacking midfield right hand spot. He's got a very strong left foot. Well, other player has a very strong left foot. He's also 5'6". So there's multiple things you need to take into consideration with this player. Bearing in mind he is only 16 years of age. Great dribbling, good finishing. Honestly, for an 11 for a 16-year-old who plays out on the wing, I actually think that's fine. I've seen strikers in this game with less finishing than this do very well. So good first touch, decent enough long shots. That passing will be improved. Obviously, he is at Barcelona. He's got good technique as well. His mentals are relatively okay. He needs to work on his positioning a bit more, but seeing that flair of 17 is something that you can't teach. So having that at that level is great. And decent enough physicals. I know he's only 5'6", and I know he says he weighs 8 stone 9. I am 2 of him. I understand. He can become an absolute monster. As I said, he's only 16 years of age at the moment, but if I do a comparison, can I do a player comparison? I'm Liverpool, aren't I, at the moment on this save, so no, I can't compare him to Messi. Let me just go on Messi a second, and you can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. He's still at Barcelona on here, so compare with Ilias Akhomach. Now, this is why I'm drawing the comparisons to Messi. The positions that they can play, very similar. Best role, identical. Both coming out of La Masia, exactly the same. Messi's 5'7", Akhomach 5'6", but he probably will grow a little bit during this progression. Attributes wise, I know they're vastly different, but remember, Messi is 33 years of age, Akhomach is 16. So what you see on the right hand side could quite easily turn into what you see on the left hand side with a little bit of TLC. In terms of statistics, you can't really see that. But as you can see, guys, in terms of the positions that they can play, very similar. Very similar. Can both play as that attacking midfield, right? Can both play as naturals as that attacking midfield centre, and can kind of pretty much both play up front. And Akhomach has that added bonus of being able to play on the left hand side as well. I think this is a very good player, one that you should really take into consideration. As I said, don't go out and buy him. He's going to be very expensive. Keep an eye, put him on your shortlist, keep an eye on him, and then you can pick him up much later down the line. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to advance 5 years into the future, and we can see what Akhomach looks like then. So then guys, here we are 5 years into the future, and as you can already see, Akhomach has developed absolutely spectacularly. He's got that great dribbling and first touch still, coupled with that very good technique. That flair's gone up as well a little bit as well. He is 5'7" now, and he's put on a little bit of timber, around about a stone, which is good in 5 years. Get him to bulk up a little bit. He's now capped by Spain at under 21 level, 2 goals in 9 appearances for Spain's under 21, sorry. He's now valued at 14 million on a decent wage, but nothing that would break the bank if you are a Premier League club, etc. His mentals have grown pretty nicely as well. His physical's going up as well. That high agility and good natural fitness, as I said, kind of does remind me of Messi as well. Plays 1-2s, tries tricks, runs with the ball often and cuts inside from the right wing. Definitely gives me Messi vibes. He's listed as a breakthrough prospect at the age of 21. If we go into his career stats, you can kind of see he's not really played too much for Barca. So nothing in the first season. In the second season, 2 appearances, again as substitutes. Then the following season, he made 10 appearances. Not too bad. He's actually progressing a little bit. Got 2 goals as well. That's 7.0 rating. But as you can see, guys, a lot of his football has been in the Barcelona B team. And then in the latest season, the 2024-2025 season, he made 8 appearances, getting the 1 goal. That is all just in La Liga action. It's not really as much as you would like a player like that to get for development purposes, but obviously you have to remember he is at Barcelona. He does look like a fantastic little player. He's growing. I'm going to show him 10 years into the future, and then I'm also going to show you him and what he looks like in my Barcelona rebuild, just so that you can see what happens when you give someone like that a little bit of game time. Let me advance another 5 years and show you what he looks like age 26. Alrighty then, so we are now finally in the year 2030, 10 years after this database starts, and Akhomach finds himself now at Spurs. Very, very interesting to see him with a move to the Premier League. He's now valued at 59 million. He's still only 26 years of age, so he is still very much in his prime. He can now play as a natural across all 3 of the positions behind the striker, very similar to Pedri, so a very good pickup. He's still only left-footed, but that's not the end of the world. The dribbling and the first touch has improved a little bit as well, which is nice. Penalty taken's gone up a considerable amount. He looks relatively decent in terms of his technical abilities. His mentals have gone up again. The flair's gone up another one. I believe the determination and the vision gone up as well. The physicals have stayed largely the same. But I think he still looks like a good player, and I don't think for a player of this caliber he's played an awful lot of football. If we go into his career stats, guys, he's warranted a £39 million move from Barca to Spurs. Obviously in this instance he's not got as unhappy as he has done in previous saves of mine. But 39 million is not the end of the world, and I'm sure he will get unhappy. But if you look, since he's gone to Tottenham, he's actually got much more regular football, and his average rating is fantastic, guys. Throughout the course of his career, 7.26 for a wide player. Sometimes wide players don't get involved as much in FM, I find. He's had a loan to Valencia where he did pretty well. Played 23 games. They're all substitute appearances in La Liga, which is really disappointing. I'd like to see, when he gets that many games, I'd like to see him start a lot more. Played a little bit for Barcelona B, another season with Barcelona, all substitute appearances with the exception of 1, not very good. Same again, didn't really play in the year 2027, 2028. His development, guys, can be so much better if you just play him a bit more. Then he goes to Tottenham, does okay. And then his first full season at Tottenham, looks like he's more of a starter now. 41 starts, in all competitions, returning 8 goals and 10 assists. Is definitely getting much more into the realms of abilities that I would like to see, but this is still not as good as if he plays more game time. I'm going to jump onto my rebuild save and show you what he looks like there. Right then, guys, so this is my rebuilding Barcelona save. If you guys haven't watched that video, I'm going to leave a link to it now. Go and check it out. The idea was to rebuild Barcelona, sort out all their financial woes, promote youth, and get the best out of their academy players like they used to do, bringing through players like Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Sergio Roberto, Messi, that sort of thing. That was the aim of the video. And as you can see, we've only played 5 years in this save, and Akhomach is much, much better, bearing in mind he's played a lot more, kind of because he's had to. So in this save, he's 21 years of age. He's now got a resilient personality. He's been capped 3 times by Spain at age 21, which kind of just goes to show how good he can be. He's valued at 57 million. He's on 215k a week. And his stats here basically replicate what he looked like in that other save in 10 years, but he's achieved it in 5 years. And as you can see, guys, when you actually play Akhomach, like I have been, he definitely delivers the goods. So in the first season, he played once, one start, doesn't really matter, was towards the end of the season. Second season, he got 12 appearances. Most of them are substitute appearances, granted, but we are still in the process of rebuilding this Barcelona. Bearing in mind, he's only going to be 17, 18 in this season. Moving forward then, another year of substitute appearances, but he finally gets some goals, 4 goals, 1 assist, and then this is the season he kind of exploded onto the scene. Bearing in mind he's going to be 20 at this age. He scored 27 goals in all competitions in one season, 24 in 30 in La Liga, which is just ridiculous. The next season he kind of played second fiddle and had a couple of injuries, but Akhomach can be a absolute world beater for you, and I think there are so many similarities between him and Messi. Just give him game time, and I think he could definitely turn into that player for your saves. But that's where I'm going to leave things for today, guys. If you have enjoyed this little Wonderkid showcase that I picked up doing another video, please do drop a like on the video down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and ring that bell so you're told each and every time that we upload a video. But until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on another one very, very soon.